I'm at Uptown on Dykeman, I then talking that how she only dealt with businessmen. Niggas bagging joints, money off and on the books. The ones who stand firm like ain't nothing shook about them. I doubt them cats waiting for me, you know them niggas. Them big dudes across the street, she said yeah. They from over on Mayfair, bullets from out of nowhere. Sold her stayed in, ducked down. I hit the ground but managed to pull the piece out. This bitch over there with them pointing the chief out. They want beef out here, they gon' get it in the worst way. I'ma show them how black play.
Your Vibecast group of motherfucking podcast. How y'all been? How y'all doing? How was the last time since y'all heard from us? I picked that song because Diddy started his trial and all that, and I'm hearing all kinds of slander. I don't know why Cassie painting that picture like that.
That shit was bad, though. You know what? I think today we definitely gonna have to touch on a lot of current events, and we don't normally touch on nobody's current events, but it's a lot of fuckery going on.
For sure. It's a lot of fuckery going on. For sure.
The fuckery is at like an all-time high, like
For sure. We gonna say some of that for our guest because he's good in that area.
Oh, okay. Okay.
To the left of me, I got my brother from another. The hood Arsenio Hall. Mr. Kenny himself. The motherfucking couch maestro. Kenny with the motherfucking K. Rah! Not violent.
Yes.
Ken Dog.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Living. Having a good time.
Living a good time.
Having a good time, man.
I thought about what you asked me what you told me that I needed to do last week, and I'm just not agreeing with it. When you was like, you gotta come outside.
I told you just a little bit.
Yeah, I just don't randomly want to.
Yeah.
like if we working, yeah but
bro,
if we catch a vibe, then we catch a vibe.
No, that's what I'm talking about. That
I ain't really on no you're not catching me in nobody bar.
No.
That's out.
Don't gotta do that.
No.
Because
that's what I thought when you were saying, like, yo, you gotta go outside. I'm like, can't really
no.
bar ball.
Fuck no. First of all, I'm go in and get a shot of dime ball and get the fuck out. I'm perfectly fine.
Okay.
But far as like festivities, where the function at type shit.
Where the fuck the function?
Yeah, so
all right, cool.
If we get a function, yeah, but bro, I'm not about to ask you to come in the bar. You don't even look like you belong in the bar.
That's what I'm saying. 2 nose rings, glasses and shit. This nigga, I don't know what he on.
Yeah,
he don't belong with us.
He do not belong in this bar.
I just wanted to make clear to my brother that I ain't motherfucking hanging out in no fucking establishment that I can't sit down and get a lounge.
But I see you stepping outside your comfort zone. You're doing a good job, man.
Thanks, man, for the betterment and empowerment of what we got going on.
Yeah, man, you're doing a good job, man.
How was your weekend,
dog? I ain't do shit. Where was I at? Work. I went back to work. I don't like that shit. I do not like work, bro. This shit is bad. I used to wake up in the morning, couldn't wait to get there. Now just be like, you know what? I'm gonna wear scrubs today. I normally used to get dressed and wear nice clothes. Now it's like, fuck that shit.
I didn't know that was an option at the hospital.
What, regular clothes?
Yeah, like do your... I know. Inform me.
Business casual. You're allowed to wear business casual.
At work?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. On the unit that I work on, you're allowed to do that shit.
So now just admin, staff, they all can combine?
Yeah, but now it's like, no, fuck that. I'm wearing scrubs. You niggas don't deserve that shit. Okay. I'm not putting my energy into it anymore.
Okay.
It was fun while it lasted.
I like that.
Now it's about the couch and the vibe.
Oh, yeah. So I recently came back from I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I was gonna say an overseas trip. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead. Chill, motherfucker.
I recently came back from a hot continent.
Yep.
Quick story real fast. So I'm sitting there having my Miami Vice, which is a fucking strawberry daiquiri and a pina colada mix with a shot of Reposado tequila Quavo, but it was probably some house shit. And I'm just sitting there grooving, right? And I see this fucking lady looking at me. I'm used to this gaze that I was given because, I'm used to it. I understand what it means and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I look over some more and I see that she's sitting with this man. He looked like fucking Razor Ramon, right?
Oh,
the
shit.
wrestler.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay, he's a lot bigger than her and shit like that. So he gets up, he walks away, comes back to her, and then she's still looking at me. And then he walks over to me and he asks me what I wanted to drink. I'm thinking he gonna say something like, why you looking at my wife or some shit like that? Or why you looking at my person?
You let that man offer you a drink?
I was like, no, bro, I'm cool. I got my Miami Vice right here. He was like, my wife thinks you're pretty good looking. We from Canada. You want to party with us later? Mm-hmm. I said, party with y'all.
Mm-mm. They was about to give Seabear some coke.
No, he alluded that he wanted me to hit his wife with him.
Yup.
I'm not crossing swords. I'm not training your wife with you, nigga. And you look like you trying to do something to me. I ain't fucking with you.
He was gonna try you Seabear, but
that's extreme.
They were gonna make Seabear do coke and try to eat his butt.
No.
They were about
the
to
coke story is a different story, but it happened that time too.
They was really about to unload some new shit on Seabear, and he was not ready, and he's never going to be ready for that shit.
Yo, my folks are like, go ahead, steak, bitch. What? You talking about go ahead?
No,
you know he trying to fuck you. I don't know what his intentions is.
Fucking butt ass naked trying to rub your shoulders.
I don't know what the fuck going on. I ain't no.
Yo, I watched them porns, bro. That's not a good porn. Do not do that shit, bro.
Bro, that's not. I didn't even calculate how to move after he said that to me. I just was like, I'm gonna
be looking at you like hit her, but from like a POV of like penis each inner and coochie, bro. Yeah, you ain't want that, bro. You ain't want that, bro.
I know I didn't want that. I didn't do it.
I'm so proud of you, bro.
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
No, I asked myself. I said, it's these nose rings. That's why that nigga was comfortable enough to approach me like that. He thought I was.
He did thought you was kinky. I don't think you kinky because you got 2 fucking nose rings.
Thank you.
I just know that you fat boy super cool. So that's part of the cool. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what the fuck cuz thought, but he had me fucked up.
Definitely thought you was about to.
We was on a fucking beach about the parasail with the other nigga talking about. You want a party? He said, you want the weed? He want the weed? And at the time, I'm mad. I ain't even got nothing to roll up in the weed. And I didn't take it because the last time I went somewhere, the fucking dogs attacked me. So I was on some bitch shit about bringing weed, right?
No drugs in those countries.
So the nigga said, you want, I looked at the weed, that shit look like fucking crumbled bread. I said, I'm cool on that, right? He said, you want to have a good time?
No.
You want to party? I got that yayo.
No.
I'm like, the fuck make you think I snort? All right, I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah, what you have on down there that everybody just thought that you wanted to have a good time?
No shirt.
That's what. Yeah, that's what it was. It was the tattoos and the 2 nose rings. You crazy as shit. You put on the wife beater, bro.
I don't know what ECW wrestler they thought I was.
They was about to
but I'm cool.
Wrestle with you, motherfucker.
But I'm cool,
man.
But I had a good time, man. My fucking back flaky as shit. My shoulders hurt. I was in pain. My nose peeling. I'm black as shit.
Yeah, Dominican.
All right, but fuck that.
Let's do it.
This next guest, guest that I'm about to introduce is my fucking dog, right? Before I started my podcast journey, I never really was in the, I never did any research or this shit wasn't even on my bucket list, like listening to podcasts and shit like that. I just did the joint like Nori because all the niggas that I liked was on there, and then the Joe Button joint. You get what I'm saying? So as we pursuing this podcast and shit, when it falls on my lap, I keep hearing TRPA, TRPA, TRPA. I'm like, what the fuck is a TRPA? Right? So as I'm starting to do my research, I'm like, oh, this because every time you say TRPA, they say, no, the nigga Chad, he used to throw parties.
Okay.
He used to throw parties. He used to work, work for something. He used to throw parties. And I'm like, I ain't know, right? So then getting into the game, realizing the innovativeness and the shit that they was doing, I became a fan. So I'm looking at his shit and I'm like, his shit is well organized. His shit put together. They got a fucking fan base. This shit look cool.
Yeah.
And me aspiring, wanting to do the same shit. You get what I'm saying? I was a student. So later on, I reached out to bro. Bro welcomed me with open arms, gave me a lot of game. He's not a gatekeeper at all. Showed a genuine interest in, what we got going on. If y'all don't know who the fuck hold on. It's not even done. Hold on. I'm slacking on my macking with cuz. This the first thing I know in person, that phone number I got that interviewed fucking Spike Lee.
Okay.
President-elect Kamala Harris.
Ooh, wow.
Beans and Killer Mike at the same fucking time.
Shit like that.
The nigga just was with motherfucking BG.
Okay.
Juvie. Shaking hands.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all know
Birdman too, Birdman.
Oh yeah. Birdman. Can't forget Birdman. Can't forget Birdman. And a lot others. He does a lot for the community behind the scenes that people don't know. The brother is super innovative and super intellectual, man. If y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about, give it up for the fucking bro Chad from TRPE Podcast. Shit. Chad, what's up, bro?
Oh man, what's up, fella? That intro was crazy. I appreciate y'all, man. I got a lot of love for y'all. I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of y'all as people. Over the last couple of months, we got real tight. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of mutual respect there amongst us. We come to each other's shit, support each other, bounce ideas off of one another and all of that. And that's the way it's supposed to be, man. Like,
for sure.
You touched on something that was super important about the non-gatekeeping part. It's like at the end of the day, everybody got their own fan base, audience, support systems or whatever like that. And it's like, yo, if we share those resources, share our fan bases, share our support systems and all of that, everybody gets to grow together. And that's how you create a scene where when somebody important comes to the city, they don't got to just see me, they see all of us.
Sure.
So that's my whole thing is, collaboration over competition. Y'all know firsthand because, different, tips, tricks, and ideas that I done gave y'all. And, we collaborating on stuff that's coming up. So I appreciate y'all having me here today.
Bro, I thank you for, sometimes with this shit, bro, I feel like, all right, I don't know what tip niggas be on sometimes. Because, when people got their own, when they focused on what they focused on at that moment, and then you come in and interrupting that, it's like they might shun you or they might not, respond in a proper amount of time.
Yeah.
When I text Chad texts back.
No, that's no bullshit.
You get what I'm saying? So when I asked him to come, I said, I know he got shit going on, but I said, I'm going to see if he going to slide me sled. So, broski, I appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all.
For sure.
Just being super dope intro.
At the end of the day, man, accomplishments aside, I don't take nothing for granted. And I know, y'all got an audience that might not be fully aware of me or fully tapped into me. So it's an opportunity for me as much as y'all might feel like it's one for y'all. You know what I mean? So I don't take none of that shit for granted.
So, you was going to say something?
Go ahead.
So, Chad, let us in on early days podcast
that's
journey.
not about to say.
Like, how was the podcast space when you started? What led you into the
How
podcast?
about before podcast?
The backstory.
Yeah, we need to know
The
who
backstory.
They need to know who the fuck Chad is.
Yeah, so
for sure.
I mean, I guess I give you the Cliff Notes version. Backstory: I'm a Philly nigga. I'm a West Philly dude.
Okay.
I lived in both my whole life. Part of my family lived in West Philly, 42nd and Fairmount on Brooklyn Street, 667 North Brooklyn Street. I grew up, and then my the other side of my family was Southwest. My grandmother lived 57th and Willows. My other grandmother lived 55th and Pent Ridge. My other family is from 55th and Woodland. My other family from 58th and Elmwood or whatever. So like I literally like grew up in both, like back and forth, my whole life. Middle school days I went to Hamilton, West Philly, 57th Spruce, and then I went to Central. So I'm a Southwest West Philly dude going to Central.
Yeah, that was wild. That's a crazy.
So at the time when I first go to Central, I was living at 58th and Woodland on Cecil Street.
What a fucking travel.
Yes. So I'm on the 11 trolley. I'm up at 6 a.m. every day. 11 trolley to 15th and Market, Sub, Broad and Alney,
and then that
walk.
Them two long
ass blocks.
Yeah, that block long.
From Broad and Alney down past Girls High, past the pizza shop, past the Chinese store, to to Central High School, and academics was always something that was like a natural for me. So like I excelled at it. And you know, I just remember during my middle school journey, my mom was like, I'm not gonna gatekeep you. You a young man. You got autonomy. You can make your own decisions. You just can't go to no school with Bartram in the name. Like that's the only rule that I got. So you want to go to Parkway Gamma, you want to go here, there, whatever. You want to go to performing arts school. You want to go to Bodine, whatever you want to do. Cool. You cannot go to no school with Bartram, with John Bartram in the name. You can't do it. So I ended up going to Central, and it was dope because I had a big like support system there as far as like friends and stuff. One of my childhood friends that I'm still friends with to this day that I played youth football with, West Philly Tar Heels. He went there. He was a year ahead of me. So I'm a freshman. He a sophomore. So I kind of hit feet first. So I got to meet all the upperclassmen and all that. My cousin Tim went there. He was in the same grade as my man Ricky and shit like that. And that's just kind of where I think that 8th grade summer into 9th is a lot of where you start figuring yourself out.
Hell yeah.
As far as like who you are. Because it's just like, yo, if you're not confident and you in high school, that shit gonna get sniffed out. If you're not smart in a school like Central, it's gonna get sniffed out.
Hell yeah.
You ain't going to fuck last long. You're gonna be out of this drink. And you know, and that independence and autonomy of I gotta take an hour and a half trek on public transportation to get here, I gotta make this shit worth it.
No bullshit.
So it's like it ain't no point of making that whole trek and then being on some bullshit. So you know, school was something that was always just like came natural to me, came easy. I was about to say diagnosed, but I was about to say diagnosed. But no, I was you know, deemed mentally gifted in like the 3rd grade, shit like that. So like school was like, you know, my shit.
Oh, you was in the MG classes?
Yeah. I had the little Mac computers and shit with the floppy disk and all that.
The middle school you went to was Hamilton, you said?
Yeah, Andrew Hamilton, 57th and Spruce. That's a magnet school.
All right, cause I went to Amy 6, and that shit was a magnet school at the time, academic plus school and shit. Yeah. And then after that, 7th grade, I said coochie.
Yeah.
And that fucked me up.
Dog, listen, I got the same story. My shit was later. So freshman year, I'm playing JV football. I'm running indoor track, all of that. I got my first piece of pussy, like, I want to say like January, February of freshman year, like when the year turned over, all that shit was over. I quit all of that shit.
Out the fucking window,
Out the window.
Coochie
like,
change you.
It kills you.
Don't
like
it? Yo,
it
it's
kills your
bad,
motivation
bro.
to do anything as a young man because
no
now
bullshit.
that's all you're focused on.
The chase is coochie.
And I was smart enough to not fall for the trap. You was too, and we still fell for the trap.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
The name of the episode is Coochie what? Coochie kill you?
Coochie will kill
Coochie
you.
will kill you.
Coochie will kill you.
Yo, no, it do,
Real
bro.
rap.
Because it's like, yo, you like, oh, fuck it. I went to 7th grade. 7th grade is when I lost my virginity and shit, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm 7th grade. They said this year matters the most. I'm good. Like, I'm great. I started getting coochie. I said, man, fuck a book bag. I got condoms, bitch. Bro, now you keep giving me condoms.
Where your book bag at? I did my homework at school.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
right?
shit.
I'm getting on the cheese bus. I got the girls laying on me. I'm cuddling at an early age on the cheese bus. This shit is bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, why they like me? Fuck it. Coochie it is. Then I had the best of both worlds. I was up top and north, so I was getting some good coochie.
Yes.
These some pretty girls. It's like, yeah, I've been feeling on girls for a long time. This is worth it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Nah,
bro.
we got shot out, man. Me and my man Rick, we was throwing cut party. We was the cut party niggas.
Bro, I took
like,
a year off.
Bro, all right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I was truant.
Ooh.
My sophomore and junior year, I missed 60 days of school each year. That's how much fucking I was doing.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's bad.
I went to Emotep.
They sending letters home. I'm intercepting the letters so my mom don't see them.
Smart man.
Like, I'm wilding.
Good job.
But then I rebounded 12th grade and I got straight A's. And then I graduated with honors.
You did a good job.
I balanced it out. So I got like straight A's freshman year,
Yeah.
B's and C's sophomore and junior year. Then I bounced back, got straight A's. It all balanced out.
Bro, I took like half a year off. All fucking. My house was the party house. All my folks that went to King come to my grandma's house. First of all, y'all disrespecting my grandma's house. I just thought about it.
Nigga, you let him.
Yeah, it was on me.
You was the gatekeeper that let him in.
Bro.
You open the door. You like, no,
back
nigga,
room-
go in the basement.
The back room didn't have no occupant, so yeah, I'm back there all day. My man in the basement, somebody in the living room. Like, we was having a good time. I knew my mom's schedule and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We was pulling up Central Girls High up the street.
Yeah.
Come on.
Dog, see, and then me and my homie Rick, so he from, I at the time, I'm living in Southwest. He, again, same as me, from West, got family that live in Southwest. So his family's from like 54th and Conestoga and all that shit, like off of Woodland Avenue and all of that. He live at 50th and Walnut. So his house is the hub. So we're taking this trek now to where when I leave school, I leave with him. I go to his crib. I don't even go home no more.
Right.
So between Broad and Alney, from between Central to Girls High to Broad and Alney to 15th Street, we know everybody.
Yeah, that shit bad.
We know everybody. And this is when Franklin was still open, FLC. Like, so everybody's converging at 15th Street. So once you get a little bit of a name, it's a wrap. It's over.
You ain't never lied.
So after high school, what happened?
After high school, I actually I went to Atlanta. I went to Clark, Atlanta.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I went to Clark, Atlanta for a year. Hated that shit. I was miserable. It was like the most down year in Atlanta history. This is my everyday crew that I was hanging with. Don Cannon, Willie the Kid, my man Quada Barber, who's still down there, Cut Ludacris and all of them niggas, and then my man Chad that owned King's Cafe now.
Okay.
That was my everyday crew that I was hanging with. So it's like Philly niggas will find each other. So I found the Philly niggas.
Right.
I'm on campus, 18, 19 years old. I go get I'm like, who the best cutting hair? Oh, he from Philly. All right, boo. Link with him. My man Quad, he linked me with everybody else, whatever. We're getting bombed every day.
Yeah.
We're get a Pepsi, pour it out, cognac, E-bomb. We're rolling every day.
Not every day.
Every day.
Bro.
Every day we're rolling.
Sounds like a good time.
In Atlanta.
In Atlanta, rolling. But this is like literally, this is 2001. So this 2001 into 2002. So this is literally like the precursor before the BMF shit, before T.I. hit, before Jeezy. Gucci Man was still like not really known like that, whatever. So it's like we just was looking for shit to do. Like we didn't like there was nothing going on in Atlanta. So it was like there was like the semblance of some of that club shit. So it's like you could technically go out every night, but it wasn't nothing going on. So like you go to Buckhead, you go to Cream on a Tuesday. 40 people in here. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it was just a down year for Atlanta. That shit was super, super boring. Got out of there, came back.
Yeah.
Came back. I finished my school and I went to Westchester University. Got my degree in marketing or whatever.
Okay.
I worked back and forth. I pretty much worked my whole time I was in college, other than my freshman year when I was in Atlanta. But I worked. I was a manager for Total Sport.
Oh shit.
Total Sport.
Yeah, I was Gallery, Cherry Hill. I helped open a store in D.C., helped open a store in Atlanta, in Greenbrier Mall, all of that shit. And then I was the manager at Cherry Hill.
Total Sport is
iconic.
Started a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Started a lot of shit.
Yeah, so I worked there from the time I was right before I graduated. I worked there from the time I was 17 to 22.
Chad.
Yeah, you was around.
I was around. I was outside
at the early stages of life.
When All-Star Weekend was here, All-Star Weekend was in Philly or whatever. I worked that joint or whatever. They had the party at the gallery that night and all that crazy shit with AI and Shaq and all of that.
Had the whole gallery.
Had the whole gallery.
AI had the whole fucking gallery, bro.
Yeah, had a party at the gallery and shit. We was there. I met LeBron back that time, All-Star Weekend.
Baggy suit LeBron?
No.
This is before that.
This is before that.
So we work in the joint or whatever. So at this, we so busy, because it's All-Star Weekend, but we're so busy, we got the gate down. So we want some one in, one out shit or whatever. So now we finally closing or whatever. We doing like $80,000 days and shit like that. The whole All-Star Weekend. From Thursday to Sunday, we doing like $80K to $100K a day in sales. This shit is like a madhouse. So he shows up, he got like 3 people with him. He at the gate.
I know exactly which, I was there that day. He had shorts on and Air Force Ones.
He was at the gate, and he like, yo, he like pulling the gate. Like, I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, y'all don't know who I am? No. I'm LeBron James. I'm gonna be the number 1 pick in the draft. Like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta let me in this joint. He pulled a trump card, call our owner on us. Call my man Mike Harris. Huh. Yeah, he good. Let him in. So that's the first time I met LeBron. I met this nigga again in 2005 in Cancun. We played fucking volleyball at the JW Marriott in the pool. I was on this nigga team. And it was like me, LeBron, some other Philly niggas against like some New York niggas or whatever the fuck like that. So like that's the 2 times that I met LeBron James.
Chad Fain.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You really was already outside.
Super outside.
I'm captivated. Now I'm like,
And I'm outside at a young age, like 05. I'm 22. This how young we was in experience. Me and my man go to Cancun. I got $1,500. I think that's some money. That's not no money for people that's like at home watching. My man got no money. he's waiting on a direct deposit while we're there.
Yeah.
I don't find this out until we're at the JW Marriott.
He like, bro, I got you, bro.
Now I go from my little funky ass $1,500 to try to make my thing look good to now I gotta do it for 2 people. I had a horrible time.
Damn.
I had an awful time. He knows who he is too. That's my brother to this day. But he set me up bad.
played with you.
He set me up bad.
Yo, niggas really go on the trip with no bread and be like, yo, bro, just wait.
With
I got you,
hope.
Bro. I got you, bro. I got you.
that
Bro.
was on some spring break shit.
No, it was Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
This when the New York niggas did Cancun area Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
Before they moved the shit to Miami, then they moved it back to Cancun. But it was that joint. My man got locked up down there. He beat up a reputable DJ from Philly. Got locked up down that joint. That was a crazy weekend. Broke his watch. It was bad.
Oh, it sounded like a good time to me. When you look back at it, it sounded like it was a good time to me.
Yeah, man.
So when did the party scene? When did you start promoting parties?
Oh,
Like, how
man.
you stumble into that?
The party shit, it's kind of started in high school. We did a like a $2 party when I moved out of my crib on 58th and Woodland. Me and my man Rick had the idea, yo, let's do a dollar holler or whatever. You don't live there no more, the crib empty, all your shit at your new crib, let's do a dollar holler. I convinced my parents, they're like, all right, cool, go ahead. The shit was so fucking legendary, dog. This shit made us legends in Philly early. I'm 17, I'm 16, he's 17. So we throw this fucking house party or whatever. We literally had like 600 kids came to this house party on a little ass block where it's basically like it's a drug block. You know what I'm saying? We a block over from where Takedown Records and all of them niggas is from. And this is that era. So we on Cecil Street. They on Alden Street. All the Takedown niggas came. Philly's Most Wanted came and performed. Philly's Most Wanted came and performed. Who else was there? Bugsy performed. And it was just like, it was ridiculous. Like, so we had the party downstairs and outside. We had an orgy upstairs. Like, and like literally like people in every room, bathroom, whatever. Me and my man Rick in the room with 4 bitches. Like, and it was just like, it got me so much clout. Because you bring bitches around, it's a wrap. Like you all of the hookahs and all that shit go out the window. So it's like I've been living here for like 9 months. I don't really know none of you niggas that live around here. But then once I moved and I threw that party, now I knew everybody. I was everybody's best friend because I brung 400 bitches to the block.
If my niggas just watching, bro, my fucking God, I wish we would have kept pushing the button on this shit, man. When I was a young boy, bro, we used to throw parties too. We had a good time. I'm getting all the wallies. I got bitches fighting. It's a good time. They just know like, yo, that nigga Spook, he got all the bitches. They all gonna come. Like, this shit is good. It's a good time.
Yes.
And I'm like one of the niggas that got a job at a young age. So I was good, right? Cool. My mom fucking leaves to go down south, right? I told everybody my mom was. On a piece of loose leaf paper, I drew up a what's that called? Like a the top
like
of the party at. Weird, the date and all that.
Oh,
a
like a flyer,
The
yeah.
flyer was on loose leaf. I gave it to my man. He went to school. He went to Delaware Valley. I said, bro, copy that shit. Put it at every fucking body. Bro, we moved the furniture
On some Project X shit.
We moved the furniture into the kitchen and the breakfast room. Bro, we moved everything up. The floor, the living room, and the dining room had no furniture. My man coming down the street with the speaker. Next thing you know, you just see the 26 and the 18 people just getting off the bus. Everybody getting off the bus. Bro, my uncle walked down the street like, where the fuck is all these people going? You hear him say it. Bro, my man just plugged the speaker in. My uncle walking in the door like, what the fuck? Who is all these people? I'm looking at him like, we about to have a party. He said, no, y'all not. I'm like, you don't even live here, nigga.
Uncle some nuts.
You do not live here, nigga. Bro,
What happened? He hated on the
kicked
party?
everybody out. We had all these bitches. There was no niggas. You could have got a Wally.
Yeah.
What the fuck is you doing?
You could have fell back and had a good old time.
That's what I'm saying. We had young bitches. We had grown bitches.
Yeah.
Then we had the bitches that was our age. That was the young bitches. Then we had grown bitches that was from around the way. This was when Depo was a thing. Everybody had the Depo butt. them depot booties was a problem.
Oh shit! The nigga said depot butt.
Before everybody realized that shit in your life early.
Oh,
Right. Like what the fuck?
Depot.
All them girls had them big ass depot booty trying to figure out how they butt was getting big. Depot was fucking them
So
up.
it was depot before the BBL.
Way before.
Way
BBL.
before.
Yeah, way
Shout out to the
before,
Depot
bro.
Boys.
Way before. But yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
My uncle did us dirty.
we caught the party bug early, so we did that joint or whatever. We did other like little small stuff, little cookouts and shit like that here and there. But then, like my 25th birthday, so this is like years later after college and all of that. My man Mikey O was like, "You know, a lot of people. I'm already doing parties. Bitches like you. You need to throw parties." And I'm like, all right. So we start throwing parties. This is the time we was doing parties at Solo on Delaware Ave, and then our other spot was Benny the Bums at the Holiday Inn on Packer Ave.
Okay.
They had the bar downstairs, whatever. This is live casino now,
Yeah,
but it used to be a Holiday Inn back in the day on 7th and Packer. So that was our joint. We did my birthday party, me, Mikey O, my man Truck, my man Staff. We did a birthday party in that joint. Shit was crazy. So that was like my first joint. I made like $1,460. I said, oh, this is it. I'm throwing 10 parties a week. So then we came back. We did a polo party on like a Wednesday. Like that. This is when the theme parties was like a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of the celebrity shit had kind of like burnt out from like the Steve Brody's, Daryl Schuler's, the plush nightclubs and all of that. So now it was like we was kind of like reinvigorating the party scene. So everything was like
This was
themes
after
and
A
shit.
Street Lounge?
After.
So this is after, what's this? 2011,
This is
10?
No, not even.
What's
'Cause
the liquor? What's
this
the
is
liquor?
0405.
04?
What liquor was out?
Nuvo,
Okay.
Patron Silver.
Okay.
This is before Ciroc. We were still drinking Goose.
Yeah. Ciroc was at 8th Street Lounge.
Yeah.
Ciroc was like a thing at 8th Street Lounge. Like this was like before niggas was buying bottles. Shorty Aaron, rest in peace her. She was giving us Ciroc, bro. Like when I say giving this shit to us, we was blue dot up. Like we had a good time. We had a good time.
Yeah, I think this was like a little bit before that. So I might be off on the timeline. This had to have been, because if I'm 25, that would have put me at 08. So this is 08.
Okay, yeah. The
This
Goose
is-
had you loose.
We was still on the Goose.
Y'all was out of pocket.
Yeah, we was still on the Goose. We was Goose. We was Goose, Nuvo,
Yeah.
and Patron Silver.
Yeah.
That was it. All day, every day.
That's Incredible Hulk era.
Yes, Tokyo
Yes.
T era.
Ooh.
Incredible Hulk was, what was that? That was Henny and
Incredible Hulk. Incredible
Hypnotic.
Hulk was before.
And Hypnotic.
And Hypnotic.
That was a little bit before.
That was
Okay,
before.
okay.
This is Tokyo T era, which is after the Long Islands.
That's when everybody learned about Tokyo T.
Learned about Tokyo Ts.
Because Tokyo T wasn't just one drink, right?
It was like nine. It was like every liquor, and it was Midori sour in it.
Yeah. Like
Get you
shot.
fried.
Take your shot. Take your shot.
Dog. What's King's Cafe now used to be what the fuck was that shit called? It's the same exact location. But whatever it was called, I remember we went to, it was a Daryl Schuler party, me and my man Mikey O. I was working at Enterprise at the time. This nigga had this pickup rental truck from Enterprise that I rented this nigga. He didn't qualify at all. Like he didn't have all the shit that you needed to get a rental. He didn't have none of it, but it's my man, so
I'm gonna take care of you.
I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna work it out.
Shout out to you.
So I done went to my manager,
That's
like,
a
yo,
real friend.
yeah, I'm like, yo, this is my man. He was, I got him at the intermediate car rate in a Dodge Ram. Like, just we're all the way wrong.
Yeah, right.
So
right.
now, me and him together
Yeah.
are in the pickup truck that he's not supposed to be driving,
Right.
fried. We go
Right.
to this party on Shelton Ave or whatever. He's drinking these Tokyo Teas. Keep in mind, he like a bigger dude like you. Mikey O probably like 6'2". At the time, he might have been like 270 or whatever. Big dude or whatever. He just passed me a drink. These in the 24-ounce cups, the big Jones. What's this? A Tokyo Tea. All right, I start drinking. Man, all right, man. I drink about 3 of these Jones. So we're leaving the party. We're both fried. I'm in the passenger seat. I'm out the window on Shelton Avenue throwing up the whole way home.
That nigga said I'm calling
This
Earl
nigga,
all the
this
way back
nigga live
there.
at 2nd and Fairmount. We're on Shelton Avenue. I threw up out the
ride. What a
the
ride.
E-way, Shelton Ave, the Wissahickon to the E-way, to 676
You had to get that
to
shit
the
up out
crib.
you.
Ain't nobody think to pull over and let you
No.
do you.
You had to get that shit up out
Because
you.
he's fried, so he's trying to hurry up and get,
Yeah,
and get
just
it
don't
home.
throw up in the truck.
Just don't throw up in the truck. Throw up all on the side of the truck, the whole shit.
Yo, that go crazy. That's why you're not supposed to let friends leave friends.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy as shit, yo.
Cooked.
All right. Damn. So, you on a party scene.
Yes.
You started throwing parties. What was the transition after throwing parties? Like, how did you get into podcasting?
Well, I never really stopped throwing parties until the pandemic. So I threw parties as like a profession for like 10 years, like straight. Where, you know, I had all of these different accounts with these different clubs and stuff, and I would just like program dates or whatever, bring on other promoters and shit like that, and I would like, you know, negotiate the deals or whatever. So we had Big Bangs on Mondays. That was my shit.
Big Beats was amazing.
Legendary till you know.
That's on Arch, right?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
folks used to work the doors. She used to sometimes she used to collect the money and shit. Monifa, shout out to Mo, man.
Hey man, shout out Mo, man. Yeah, shout out Mo, man. Yeah, small world,
One of our
dog.
best friends.
Yeah, shout out Mo, man.
Yeah.
Mo, good money. But yeah, so we had Big Bangs on Mondays. We had Big Bangs on Mondays. Then I did this one party at Industry 19. It was in Rittenhouse.
Okay.
They was like semi-urban. Like it was kind of like, yo, we really want the white bottle spenders
It
that
was
live
like that
down here.
crossover.
It was that crossover or whatever.
Yeah.
My man Justin Carson, he worked for BET now. He creative director for BET, been there for like 15 years now. But it was his spot, him and my man John. So we convinced them, yo, let us throw a party. Let us throw, like, come on, let us throw a party. So my man Reddy from Ape Gang, my man Reddy Rock, he put the whole play together, whatever. I just came in, talked my talk, and whatever. So it was me, Reddy Rock, North Philly Meech, rest in peace, my man Bo, and my man Smoke, Mike Morrell that owned tire shops and all of that shit now, or whatever like that. So that was our team. This is how early in the game we was with this shit. What's the DJ name from Philly that moved to LA? He was like the youngest DJ in the city at the time, and then like he blew up on the radio. He was on 100.3, then they turned to 103.9 or whatever like that, and then he moved to LA and he was on the radio for like a long time. DJ Damage.
Oh, okay.
DJ Damage
Oh, yeah.
DJ'd our party.
Oh, wow. Wow.
We had this shit on, this is on a Thursday night. We had this shit on tilt so hard, the owners was scared.
Okay.
And was basically like, yo,
So this is a young DJ Jamage or this is an older DJ?
super young.
Oh, this Gerard College DJ Jamage then. I think he went to Gerard, I think.
This might have been like he just got on the radio.
Okay.
Because this is 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
So he might have just been on the radio maybe like a year or
Oh
two.
yeah, this is no school. School's over.
Yeah.
He's definitely outside.
So this
on
is
the
like
scene.
2011, 2012. We did this
Yeah.
party or whatever. It was for my man Reddy birthday. So on Thursday night, we blew the shit out so bad that the owners basically like sat us down. He was like, yo, we want to do this shit every week. And they was like, that's not happening.
Yeah.
And they basically like, they whole appeal was basically like, yo, y'all brought too many street niggas in here.
Yeah,
and I'm
like-
like, what does that mean? They like, yo, our normal clientele, like the people that come in here is niggas that like, you know, they got street problems. So we don't want y'all crowd to come in here and see one of our regulars and bust their head open because
Yeah.
they done told on this nigga or ran off, whatever.
Yeah.
So y'all can't come back here.
Yeah.
We're gonna refer you to somewhere that you can go. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be some bullshit. So they referred us to my man Mark Stein, spot called Aura on Front of Fairmount.
Yes.
So then we start doing our Thursdays over there. This is when my shit really went to another level because I started doing like celebrity-driven parties or whatever, and I was starting to get celebrities for free. So like we did one of our Thursday nights, we did a pre-Powerhouse party. Meek came, brought his tour bus. Trey Songz came, brought his tour bus. Wale came. Some other people that was on the show came, whatever. So this is like just on a Thursday night before Powerhouse, pre-Powerhouse party, or whatever, 500 people show up. So like shit like that. We did one of Wale tour after parties in that joint. I was the first person that started doing, we used to do this weekly party called Socialite Thursdays or whatever.
Yep.
So we would have all of the most popping chicks from the city have a different one host every Thursday.
And this one, the Jones used to have like groups. It used to be like at least 5 of them in one group,
Yeah.
bro. This shit was crazy.
But we would have like our first joint, I think we did Miss Cat.
Ooh.
The next joint we did Jen with the tattoos. Then the next joint we did the other cat, Miss Cat 55. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that every week. So it's like every week, whoever the most popping chicks in the city is, we got them on our nights. And then we transitioned, and then we ended up doing, me and Reddy did this joint by ourselves. We did a party called Women of the City, where we had all of them together. I'm gonna try to pull up this flyer and show y'all, but it was, I think it was Miss Cat, Milano, Jen, and like a couple other people or whatever like that. I gotta find this flyer, man. I want to show it to you because I don't want nobody to think I'm capping.
So wait, what was the last party and you was just like, this is enough, like I'm not going to do it?
When the pandemic hit, right, what it taught me is that the shit wasn't sustainable.
Okay.
Because I'm like, yo, if motherfuckers could shut the whole world down, nightclubs is the last thing on their mind. So that means that we got to get the healthcare facilities up and running. We got to get social service buildings and city buildings and all of that up. Like, nightclubs is the last thing on anybody's list.
Right.
When you talking about, you know, a fucking global outbreak, which is what the pandemic was. So it just taught me, like, yo, you kind of need to like start focusing on like some other shit, like, because like this is not as sustainable as you think. And I seen a lot of like party promoters like just going out sad during the pandemic, and that shit was just like, why are you selling CMOS? Why are you selling T-shirts? Like why? What is like?
What's your whole thing, man?
He causing trouble.
They had to pivot, man.
Yeah, but my thing is, why you wasn't doing that before this shit? You look desperate because before this shit, you didn't want to sell nothing but a ticket to a motherfucking party.
Right.
So I was just confused on like niggas' trajectory.
So from
Why are you on IG Live taking donations? You are not Dr. Umar.
them motherfuckers had their cash app pinned as the comment, bro.
Chad cooking tonight.
Oh,
You feel
my
me? But
God.
am I
Chad
making
cooking.
sense though? Like,
Chad cooking.
No, you are. Y'all had the opportunity to do all this.
and I found myself being in different spaces where like I would feel like there was moments where like, yeah, I was making money and all that shit was cool, whatever. And I would have moments where like I would feel like a nut ass party promoter. Like it's torrential downpours. Why am I still online telling people to come to this party tonight? It's been raining since yesterday. Why am I telling y'all it's gonna be a movie? No, it's not. It's gonna be 30 people here,
Wet
and I'm gonna
as
have to
shit.
go in my pocket to pay the bill for the night.
Yeah.
But I gotta do it because it's a weekly event. So if I cancel the night, then I might as well cancel the next 2 fucking nights. So you gotta take them wins and losses. But for me, I developed a system that was so tight, and me and my team was so tight at the time that I designed my shit where I'm gonna do 2 weekly events every week. That's 110 parties a year. Plus, I'm gonna do an event once or twice on Saturday every month. So that's another anywhere between 20 to 30 events a year. So I'm doing 140, 150 parties every single year. So if I hit on 70%, the 30% that I lose on, it don't even matter. Like they offset themselves because I was getting to the point where off of the female-driven parties or whatever like that, we started getting to a point where we had enough capital to start booking real celebrities. So like then we brung like Brooke Bailey from Basketball Wives. So we'd bring her. I brung Emily, Fab, she was with Fab at the time. I brought her to host my birthday party. And then we did a intimate shopping experience with her, like a pop-up shop the next day after my birthday party.
Clothes shit. She was in the
Exactly.
clothes.
So we
That
had
was
her
smart.
come host that shit, whatever. We had people come vend and all of that, whatever. So like stuff like that. And then later on, so this is like from up until like 2013, 2014. Then I was done with Aura. Big Bangs had long kicked us out because my man got stabbed in that joint. And then we was doing Mikey's on Mondays after Big Bangs, which is the indoor-outdoor joint or whatever. The biggest party we did there, we did one of the Danny Rumpf after parties on a Monday. It's like 800 people came. Like, just crazy shit.
When outside was outside.
This is when outside was outside. And, so that transitioned us into, we got After Midnight, me and DJ Boo got After Midnight, me, him, my man Heads, my man Big Dan, and my man George. We got After Midnight together. And I came in, I wasn't even on the owner tip. I was a VIP manager, helping them sell sections and all of that shit. And then we built that up. Took us maybe 2 months. By month 3, it was stupid. Like YG came for free. And then we took that same model that we had from like Aura and all of that shit, and we did it there. So then we start booking all of the popping girls. It was a page, I don't know if y'all remember, it's called Fastest Studios. was a photographer from LA or whatever. He had all the bitches. This nigga had all the bitches. So all we would do is we would just go on his page. And we'd be like, yo, Haas, what's up with her? Like, his name was Hassan Fast. What's up with her? How much? So we just start booking all the girls. Miracle Watts, Lyra Galore, what's the girl name? The dark skin Joan, Bria Miles. Like, we just brought all of them.
Yo, you know what that remind me of? What happened to Buffy?
Man, Buffy just disappeared, dog.
Buffy was the first one.
Buffy was the logo.
Yeah. Buffy, man.
Buffy was the logo.
Did she?
Buffy your body?
Nah, cause remember she was the shit with Gucci. Like they had videos and that they was like all in the car and shit together. Like we thought like Buffy was about to go to like the next level. Did she just
disappeared?
Bro,
a nigga probably got her pregnant. Normally when a joint disappear like that, it's like a nigga that got her pregnant or a controlling nigga that you ain't doing this no more.
Bro.
Yeah, she was the logo. She was the Jerry West of the video vixens.
Real shit.
She had it.
Real shit.
So yeah, so we got the After Midnight, we got that John popping, and then Vanity Grand open. Boo went over Vanity Grand. He got in with the owner, whatever. He became the marketing director. He brought me. I started doing like the digital media coordination, running the Instagram page and all of that shit. Bro. And then we made Vanity what it was. Me and Boo together.
Vanity Grand is joint on Southwest, right past him. On it. Shout out to fucking Dom. The nigga Dom threw a party at Vanity Grand. He had Neef there because Neef did his birthday and shit there. I think it was Neef who did his birthday. You talking about
Dom from Chester?
Yeah.
Dom CMB, that's my man.
That's my man.
That was my party too.
That's oh my fucking. When I say
What's our birthday?
I had to go because Nelly with the jelly. Nelly with the jelly was like my favorite. She started selling shirts. She was branding herself. Like I said, bro, I gotta go, bro. I gotta go. I just want to touch her, right? The motherfucker came and stood near me. She was this fucking tall. I said, yeah, no. Fuck no. I'm cool.
Nelly
I thought she was a little smaller.
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm cool. But Nelly with the jelly really made my night. It was my birthday, too.
Yeah.
I was so excited. Oh, you a Pisces?
Aries.
Aries, you? Yeah. So you right there.
Yeah,
okay.
So me and Dom started working together because I'm Philly, he Chester, so we was bringing, bridging the gap, bringing the cities together. And I always fuck with Chester niggas like my whole life or whatever. Y'all, they always got a bad rap and I didn't understand it. But I always fuck with Chester niggas. So I would do my birthday party earlier.
Okay.
So his shit is like the beginning of the month, mine the end. So we would like meet in the middle or somewhere between like the 10th and the 18th. We would always do our party together.
Always.
We did Yo Gotti together at Vanity. That party got shut down like early. It's supposed to go till 5. Shit got shut down like 1. Niggas start rumbling in security. Niggas jump the gate. Start rumbling in security. Shut this shit down.
Y'all tried your best. They tried their fucking best to keep that shit under control. I didn't understand it. It's Yo Gotti. Where the fuck, who was y'all doing this for? Because this is a man y'all fighting the scene. I don't fucking get it. You niggas got to get y'all shit together. Like when a nigga celebrity come, fall back. Let the women's get in the front. You niggas be in the front.
Niggas can't help themselves. They caused a whole ruckus on that joint.
They did.
So
that shit
we
was
had
bad.
that joint. Then after that, we said fuck it. I think we paid Yo Gotti $20,000. We might have made like $27,500 or something like that. Which in the party world, like we didn't really make no money. Everybody got their money back with some pocket change. All right, thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night. We double back. We get Rick Ross. We do Rick Ross all white party, Temple graduation. It's so many people there and so hot in the building. The fucking sprinkler system went off.
Yes. He's not lying.
The sprinkler system went off. They had the fire department came. They couldn't shut the shit off with nobody in the building, so they had to evacuate the party. So that's another one over at 1 o'clock in the morning. We paid Rick Ross $30,000. We look what we make. 29.8. We short 200 because everybody didn't come in. So then we had to refund all the tickets we sold. So I'm just like, yo, man, we due for a win. Like we gotta, like we bringing the people. We gotta crack one of these joints. Like eventually, and then eventually it just turned over. We had Future. That was like our biggest party we ever did there. We did Future on a Sunday in February. It was cold as fuck, but paid Future like I want to say $40,000. The door did like $120.
Bro, I worked at Golden Corral. Y'all was getting my money. Let me tell you, them motherfuckers said $100 at the door. Have it.
Yeah.
I worked at Golden Corral. I got all the tips, motherfuckers.
Did 120.
I got all the tips.
That's not even including section. That was just straight door money. Like at one point, I think they was charging like $400 to cut the line or some shit like that.
Yo, no bullshit.
Yeah,
No
it was
bullshit.
like charged like $400.
What you walk away with?
So that John, right? So I'm on staff at that point. So my man Reds from On Deck that had Quilly, Spado, and all that. It was his party.
Okay.
So it was his party or whatever. Me and Boo was the faces of it. We promoted it, whatever. So we didn't get what we were supposed to get, but the party was a success, and we used that capital of that cultural capital of having that John to where this is the place to be now. So pretty much we ended up make all the money that we didn't make going forward, we made it up later on. Off of the momentum of that party, because it was literally like 2,000 people that came to that joint.
Bro, you know, at that time, the fucking Asians.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought they was part of us. I thought they was black, bro. I never seen no shit like that before, bro.
They came outside.
They was there all the time.
Yeah, they were there every day. When we opened up another lounge on the side, V Lounge or whatever. They used to come there. We was open over there like 3 days during the week, and they would just, all right, cool. Are we not in the main club? We over here. All right, bet.
Yes,
like they would just come there. Like,
no bullshit. He not lying. This shit is serious. And we talking about this is when niggas had money. Every nigga
money,
had
money,
money, bro.
Because Vanity closed. Our last party was North Philly versus South Philly. That was March 30th, 2019. The week before, we did Fab. Because we had a whole thing for like our grand closing or whatever. We did a whole 90 days of parties or whatever like that. I did my birthday weekend, middle of the month. I did Moneybag Yo Friday. I did Dirk on Saturday. Smacked them. Smacked them.
Good job.
Both doors did like 60.
Good job.
I had 50% of the door both days. Then I had my back ends and all of that shit. And I got them for the love number. I paid Moneybag Yo 20 grand. I paid Dirk 17.5 and did 60 on the door on both of them Jones.
You put work in.
Yeah, and the week before, we did my man from North, my man Rice the Rich. We did his birthday party, and we had YBS Scola from Baltimore. We did like 800 people on that joint, and we paid him like a little bit of nothing. That door did like 30,000. So like our whole going out on Vanity, like we had gotten so hot at the end that basically like, you know, we knew we was closing. We just didn't tell nobody till till March rolled around or whatever like that.
Heard a lot of feelings.
Yeah, we heard everybody's feelings, but basically it was a joint where it's like my man John that owned the joint. He got hit with an offer he couldn't refuse, and I'm not going to disclose the details of his business, but it was basically like a joint where it was like, we gonna let you operate for an extra 90 days, and we gonna make you financially whole from the day you open, because that's how bad the people wanted to get in the spot. So he got a clean slate, because when he came in, and John, my guy, man, he's the best nightclub owner in the history of the city of Philadelphia, bar none. Nobody can fuck with him. He's the fairest. He understands business. He's equitable. He owned cheerleaders also.
Okay.
And so his whole thing was, all right, I wanna, y'all my guys, all the in-house people or whatever, because at this time Boo had left. I'm the marketing director now. So he's just like, I want to set y'all up to, y'all be good for, however many months in between y'all find something else, whatever. So we knew in November that we was closing in March. So that whole next 5 months
turned y'all all the way up
to the moon. We had 6ix9ine before he ratted. That shit was crazy. Shout out my man Mont from New Lane. He put that together. We had 6ix9ine. We had YFN Lucci. Mont set that joint up too. We had who else we had? We did one of Chinese Kitty first parties in Philly. That was a joint. Me and Tiffy Bay did that joint together. My man Nah Nichols. We did Casanova before he got indicted. Like any and everybody that was out there that last like 5 months of Vanity, we tried to book these motherfuckers and bring them.
Vanity was a good time.
That was part of the culture.
Vanity was part of the culture.
This was the culture.
Shit, man, we brung fucking Taz Angels at one point. Like
that was part of like the end of celebrities coming to the city though.
That was it.
That was over.
It was over after that.
Yeah, nobody.
After like into the pandemic, probably like starting like summer of 2021, like shit started to get a little normal again, whatever. I don't know, y'all know what used to be Onyx, Bucks. It was Bucks 360.
Yeah.
They had a run where they was bringing some celebrities. It wasn't to Vanity level.
Because the last major one was King Von. Right before he died.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was
But they
rope.
had like 42 Doug, City Girls, they had like a decent run to like kind of like a stopgap or whatever.
But shortest.
Super short.
Super short.
The last party they did a little baby party. I think they paid little baby like $220,000. Everybody lost their shirt on that joint, and they was like, "Yeah, we not doing this no more."
220
to walk in a nightclub. I'm like, y'all, this is stupid. I would have never paid it to begin with. Like, you can't make that money.
Yeah.
It's impossible. This is not a concert venue. This is not the Wells Fargo Center.
$220 to walk the fuck past me? No,
$220,000 to book him.
$220,000 to walk past me.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
He didn't even perform.
No.
Fuck.
He didn't even perform.
How many niggas was in on that?
It wasn't a lot.
It wasn't even enough to do that.
It wasn't a lot.
Because you wasn't about to make no
It
money
could have been
from that.
200 niggas and it still was wrong. Like,
No.
it was still the wrong thing to do. Because it's like, what I learned, right? One of my best friend that passed away, my man Zeke, rest in peace, right? He told me some shit that was so simple. He was younger than me, but he was super smart. He said, bro, these deals are won on the front end. In anything, you buy a motherfucking house, you buy a piece of jewelry, you book a fucking artist for a party. These deals are won on the front end. So if you don't negotiate hard up front, you just, I'll just pay it, you're going to fucking lose your shirt.
Yeah.
And we got to a point where during the pandemic, people was so hard up for a good time that they was just paying, people just paying anything to book these artists, and it fucked the whole ecosystem up of booking artists to where now there are no artists get booked in Philly.
No bullshit.
Zero.
Right.
Sexy Red is the only one that got booked with any consistency the last 4 years.
No bullshit.
I dare anybody to pull tape on this shit and tell me somebody else that they seen more than once in Philly from 2021 to now. You can't.
Bro, that pussy went from $40 to $2,000.
Niggas, the pandemic was so crazy. My homegirl told me this story, right? She said, I'm standing on 54th in somewhere like near Lancaster or whatever, but like a block over. So like a nigga drive down the block, hop out the car and say, count out like $2,600 and give it to her girlfriend and say, yeah, you need to go get a new bag or something, and then get in the car and drive off.
She not telling no lies. These
Niggas were
crazy.
losing their shit.
Bro, Enterprise ain't had no cars. I didn't even know you niggas could rent cars. You niggas fucked me up. It wasn't no cars. I always rented cars. I couldn't get no car. I said, hey, I go to every Enterprise. Bro, it got so bad I went to the fucking Enterprise in Shelton. Enterprise this small.
Yeah.
Ain't never had shit. I said, yeah, come on, man. Just give me the truck.
The gas station?
Huh? Yeah. You know, I had to go to that one. I ain't even. Hey. I need that. I don't give a fuck. Just give it to me, bro. Like, this shit was bad, man. They were spending their money recklessly.
So between the pandemic itself and then the residual effects of the pandemic, and I think one of the last parties I did was in Atlanta. I did a weekend in Atlanta. Me and my man Coco, and what is known as the Goodfellas now, Bones, PC Prince, and all of them. We came together. We did a weekend in Atlanta. Shit was cool. We did Pooh Shiesty Friday. The same week that we did this party, his fucking brother got murdered. The nigga didn't post shit on social media. We're Philly niggas coming to Atlanta, throwing a party with a celebrity from Memphis. His brother gets killed. He don't even post our flyer. We don't got a video drop, nothing. Pay this nigga 50 grand. We might have made back 30. So we negative 20 the first night. The next night, we got ESTG and Dream Dog. We got two parties the next night on Saturday. All right, we gonna double back. We gonna try to double back.
You about to get this bag back.
We get this bag back.
All right.
I negotiated so hard with ESTG, he didn't post the fucking flyer. I think I might have paid him like $9,500 or some shit like that. This is his first booking in Atlanta. I gave this nigga $9,500. He don't post a motherfucking flyer or whatever. I'm burning his manager phone down. Max, when is he posting the shit? Send me some. They don't post nothing or whatever. Me not knowing this nigga's in a whole fucking gang war back in Louisville, so he don't want to be posting shit. Then these niggas pull up in Atlanta, shoot the fucking party up.
Main cuz was to his strategy for all that shit, bro. Even interviews, bro. He did great, bro. You would never thought that the nigga was going through anything, bro.
He never mentioned
unless you listen to the music.
He literally never mentioned it.
That's why I had like ESTG.
So we had that John. I think Dream Doll ended up no showing, so we kept her back in. ESTG came. She was cool. We was positive on that one. Then we had like a Sunday party, whatever. But I was just like, yo, this shit is a waste. Like, this shit is stupid.
Yeah.
And then that was like the last straw. I haven't really thrown a party since then unless it's something like around my brand, because it was just like, yo, this shit is so much work. It's so much heavy lifting. These artists want too much fucking money. Then they not going to post your shit. They not going to sing it. They not going to do, they don't want to do nothing. Like,
Especially if you got drama. If they got drama,
they not posting a fucking thing. They not posting a fuck thing, and you was going to be standing there hoping for the best. But hopefully people saw my posts. Instagram algorithm scrambled. Your shit out of order. You gotta pay for ads, all this shit, and then then people gonna say, okay, cool. Oh, they having that joint. All right, that's cool. They gonna go to the artist page. There's no flyer there. They gonna think it's fake. He not gonna be there.
Yeah.
You fucked.
Yeah, the biggest not gonna be there was this year was Cash Money concert.
What, with Wayne not
Oh,
coming?
with the Wayne shit.
Bro, I knew a month in
Wayne
advance
wasn't
that
coming.
Wayne wasn't coming.
Yeah,
I knew Wayne wasn't coming.
Wayne is on a whole separate tour right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, the that's my people's show, and here's the thing, it's a good ass show. I went to the one in Philly. I didn't go to the one in Atlanta, but they sold Atlanta out. Philly was at like 70% capacity or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Philly is one of them places where it's like we're quick to hate and then we're quick to dicky also, and those two things don't go together.
No
And
way
I be
go
trying to
together.
understand like the crossover between them things sometimes. And I'm 42 years old and I still haven't figured it out. So if I looked at it like, yo, all the signs was there that Wayne wasn't coming.
Yeah,
Because if Wayne was coming, it wouldn't be at Lear Core Center.
Yeah,
at all.
exactly. Exactly.
It wouldn't be at the Lear Core Center
But we
because
could've-
it ain't enough seats.
But we could have went to the Fillmore.
With Cash Money concert?
No comment.
It would have been packed at the Fillmore, though.
Dope shows at the Fillmore be amazing.
For sure.
When they had Lil Durk
For sure. I was there.
and Vaughn was where he was at, and Young Boy, what's his name, Santana, performed.
Oh, Sim Santana. Yeah.
They performed that song
Yeah.
3 fucking times and they still
did.
went crazy.
And when Ross came there, they pulled him out and did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. I get it.
So, but you know, but they got, you know, for them, they just, you know, here's the thing. These are my childhood friends that I grew up with. Dope shows, Jameer and stuff, whatever, that I've known, you know, my whole fucking life. They're in a position where being from, they don't even live in Philly no more, but being from Philly, they like, we always want to give Philly a shot and bring something, you know, through the Philly win, lose, or draw. Cool. Because they know they got 14 more dates with Cash Money, and they're gonna sell every last one of them bitches out.
For sure.
For sure.
Because the routing is like, you might as well went to New Orleans 15 times.
Yeah.
Biloxi, Jackson,
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Like,
Everywhere in the
that
booth.
want to
Everywhere in the
see
booth.
Cash Money,
Yeah.
they got them in every fucking market. But they were just like, yo, we gonna start the tour in Philly. Like,
Why
you know,
not?
win, lose, or draw, we got 14 more cracks at this motherfucker. And they went to Atlanta and they cracked them.
For sure.
Sold that bitch out to the roof.
No bullshit.
So, you know, it balanced itself out.
Yeah, they was heavy on the culture down there, so that definitely makes sense. A lot of people didn't know some of the songs. You know what I'm saying? It's been so long
Man.
since them niggas was there.
I was on the side stage, and then we was in the little VIP box or whatever like that.
You was up there too. I was in the box. I was
Yeah.
in the box too. We was there.
Yeah, I was in a box that was like side stage, like
You was in the box that was like 2 joints down from my box, bro.
yes.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. All the vibes.
Yeah. Not even, yeah.
Ken Dog called me. Ken Dog called me like Fat Boy.
Bro, this is when I was telling him he needs to be outside.
You know,
This
he was like
what I
he was like
talking
Fat
about.
Boy. I do the concerts and shit like
Bro,
that.
no,
I
you
just
was
didn't.
supposed to be at. Look.
All right, go ahead.
You
You
was
tell it.
supposed to be there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling him, I say, bro, I got.
He said, I got you a ticket.
I
We
got
situated.
box tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the joint for the box. Like, we here. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I got a couple friends that's like, you know, in city council and shit like that. And you know, things happen. You know,
Yeah.
they look out and shit. They take care of their people. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, this is cool. I'll go to this.
He called.
Called this nigga. I was like, bro, you need to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, our box was really food and just like 4 or 5 of us.
Right.
2 doors down, it was a party. I don't know who party it was,
Yeah,
but it was a party.
we had a party.
Had a party.
We had a
The
party.
Vibes was at that party.
We had a party, man.
Yeah, and he was like,
And it was what was dope to me was it was a good range as far as like the people that did attend. It was a good range of like early 20s, 30s,
that was
40s.
surprising.
Like
That was surprising.
I thought it
That
would have
was
been more
surprising.
narrow. It was like a wider range.
Yeah, it was. I definitely told him he was supposed to be there. I called him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna jump on that tour. I'm going to probably go to like 4 or 5 more shows.
Okay.
I'm honestly chasing interviews. I got to get a Birdman interview.
For sure.
I interviewed Juvie. I interviewed BG, but they was like shorter joints or whatever. But I'm chasing, chasing media. So I'm gonna jump on that tour. I'm gonna probably go to Jacksonville at the end of the month on the
That's not bad
31st.
at all.
Yeah.
That's a good job.
Start of the week.
Damn, we couldn't even get into the pod shit.
I mean,
I can give y'all a quick elevator pitch on the pod shit, like, or y'all want to save it.
No, give us the elevator pitch.
So the pod shit basically came about summer 2016. I just started, I started getting introduced to podcasts. It was 3. It was Juan Epstein, which is Peter Rosenberg and Cyber Sounds. It was Combat Jack, and then Taxstone. Those are my 3 that I liked at first or whatever, like that I was listening to all the time. Then I was like, I could do this shit, like, because I did internet radio before.
Okay.
Me and DJ A Boogie had a radio show together.
shout out DJ Boogie.
Yeah, we had a radio show together called The Mark. It was my homegirl, Marquita show, Keita D, and then she brought us on. He was the DJ, and then I came on as the second mic or whatever like that. So we had the internet radio show or whatever, bounced around through all these different internet radio stations. One get shut down, another one open, they get shut down, another one open, all of that shit. So then I was just basically like, all right, cool, I'm done with this media shit, whatever. I was trying to learn like the technical part of like website building and blogging and all of that shit or whatever. So I started being a contributor for hip hop since 1987. I was blogging,
Shout out to hip hop.
writing, and all of that. And then we launched our own site because I had artists, people like us, media.com. My man Al One Thing, Dana Black, Jada Lavelle. And I was running that site or whatever, blogging it, you know what I'm saying, doing my think pieces, but then current event news, shit like that. When the Chris Brown Drake shit happened, when they was in the club in New York throwing bottles and all of that, that was like the biggest post that we put up. That shit, like 4 million people seeing that shit like that. So fast forward, I'm throwing parties through all of this.
Okay.
I never stopped throwing parties. So this is 2011, 2012. Like, as I'm picking up these little side missions and all that, I'm still throwing parties as like a profession. Summer 2016, I'm like, yo, I sit down with my friends. I say, yo, this is my man Matt. That's my co-host now. My man Ra. He actually worked for The Ringer. He worked for Bill Simmons on The Ringer with Spotify.
Okay.
And I'm just like, yo, we had these daily conversations, sports, news, culture, current events, da-da-da-da-da. I think we should do a podcast. What the fuck is a podcast? Break it down. Tell niggas, yo, this is a podcast. Woo, woo, woo. We should do this shit. They like, all right, cool. So Ra was on some shit like, yo, I'm on like a little bit of a spiritual journey right now. I'm not gonna be able to commit to like every week doing a show, whatever. But I'll contribute and I'll help y'all out. So he did our first logo. He designed our first T-shirts, hats, and merch and all of that shit, whatever, and supported us. And he would come on the show, here or there. So we do the show. First show we put out, shit, like 13,000 listeners. I'm like, it's no way. I'm like, why the fuck are 13,000 people listening to us? Like, this is our first show. It don't make sense.
Yeah.
So my man Justin Emery, who owned the network, he was explaining like, nah, like, so basically like y'all got y'all people that y'all are directing to y'all feed, but then we have a rebroadcast through like a third party radio site that we do. That happens on like Wednesdays. So off of the rebroadcast, we was picking up all of this like foreign overseas traffic, the Netherlands, Europe, shit like that. So that's what like was in the number. And I'm just like, all right, this shit still don't make sense, but whatever. So we keep doing the shit. By like episode 6, we did a show called Migos for President. I think that's our biggest show to this day. We was basically like describing, the first show was called Fuck 2016. Because Donald Trump had got elected the first time. So we just like going on that theme of like, yo, like how the fuck did, a game show host get elected the president, whatever. So the shit, people resonated with it, whatever. We did the Migos for President show, which is basically like all the reasons that any one of the 3 Migos is more qualified to be president than Donald Trump.
Fuck yeah.
The shit went crazy.
Yeah.
I think to
That
date.
concept hot.
Yeah, to date. The show might got like 6 million downloads, just straight audio. There's no video. We didn't have no video in the beginning. Our first, I think, 40 episodes, we didn't have no video whatsoever. And then the studio started providing video. It was like they could record it, send it to somebody. I was just like, yo, this shit not working. So we just focused on the audio for like a long time. And then my man Big Dan came in as a producer, videographer, or whatever, started shooting in our video. And just over time, we just tightened shit up. But I just started with my immediate community, my friends. I had, Street Ball legend Ayo on there. That's one of my best friends. He came on the show early. My man Spank, that's with Kevin Hart, Plastic Cup Boys. He came on early. My man Clint Coley, that's a touring comedian. He came on early. early. My man Talib Dean that worked for Live Nation Urban, he came on early, told his story about all the different nightlife experiences and shit that he had. So it was like regular shit that people just could relate to. You know what I'm saying? And it was like all of my friends at the time was like on the verge of either breaking through something or they had some sort of name notoriety for something they wasn't doing no more. Sure, and that was like the foundation of it. And we look up, man, we 8 years later, like 800 shows in between our main feed and our Patreon. We put Patreon up in March 2021. We got like 440 episodes on Patreon. Another 420 or something like that on our main feed. We did 17, 18 live shows, like toured, everything.
Yeah. Shit. Busy.
Completely like outkicked my coverage because I just wanted to talk shit with my homies. You know what I'm saying? And to my credit, in identifying talent, this is how I know I'm like one of the greatest executive producers of all time. I knew how good both of them was. And then I look at my man Rod, and it's like he's on Spotify.
Right.
As a personality, as a sports handicapper, professional, better or whatever like that, giving out picks. He got a show called East Coast Bias. He got another show called The Rashadamas Show, shit like that. So it's like I knew he was talented.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When I was in 2016.
Yeah.
It took him until probably 2022 to, come full circle and be like, all right, cool, I'm going to approach this a different way.
Right.
But his whole shit was sports and sports betting. And our shit is more broader than that, like entertainment, news, art and society, culture, you know what I'm saying, politics now.
So, quick question. That's what I was going to bring to the table. I was just fascinated with hearing your story because we never spoke in depth about your past and shit like that. So that's why I'm quiet. I'm just, you see me looking like, damn.
I lived a lot of life, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, so do you feel like going into politics was just the natural inclination coming from?
That was a mistake. The politics shit like that, we didn't intentionally do that. Like basically what it is a friend of mine that I went to high school with, back to that Central Education, my homegirl Morgan Cephas was, she's a state rep or whatever. She's part of the Pennsylvania State Legislature or whatever. Another friend of mine, my man, Brad Diddy, we would throw parties together here and there, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We knew each other. We would always come across each other. Then we started to collab, throwing parties here and there, whatever. After he left the parking authority, he got a job working in city government, working for Councilman Curtis Jones, Mr. 4th District.
Okay.
So he was basically like, he kind of executive produced that idea, like, yo, there's some different stuff going on in the political realm. Woo, woo, woo. We all fans of your show. I think it would be dope if you had them come up here. I'm like, all right. So they came to the studio. And we did this show called The Politics as Usual, whatever, and people really, really liked it because it was just like we explaining politics on a bare bones level, on like a regular peer-to-peer level, because I don't understand this shit at the time. So I'm asking questions, not because I already know the answer. I'm asking questions because I generally don't know. I want to know. And people fucked with it. So then it was like, oh, damn, all right, so we'll start organizing, different shows here and there as things come about. And, I think we on like the 4th Politics as Usual. We did a political roundup at the West Philly Container Village. That was cool. We interviewed like 6-7 different people from the state of Pennsylvania and the city of Philadelphia, government, stuff like that. And then I was part of Kamala Harris campaign. I was was part of Barbershop Conversation, with her or whatever, that aired on her YouTube channel and went to all these 9,000 media outlets and all of that. I was on the cover of like 10 different newspapers from that shit. But we fell forward into that shit. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, I was like, all right, if I'm going to be in it, I got to educate myself and I got to get sharp with this shit. And I would just, man, last year, bro, I was driving myself crazy. I was watching 40 hours of news every week because I'm just like, yo, I'm going to get quizzed on this shit. Somebody going to pull up on me with a camera and like, I'm going to need to know something. So like, I really like went almost in a wormhole and like educated myself on that shit and really, really learned it to the point where people were like, yo, you should run for government. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I fuck so many bitches in bathrooms for that.
My man Kevin Hart said it best. Shout out my man Kev. He's a super high power attorney. He said, if you see me running for office, I fucked up. It's too much oversight and not enough money. If you see me running for office, I fucked up.
Chad, what's next for TRPE?
Oh man, we got a live show coming up Saturday, May 24th at Punchline Philly. So that's the main thing. Go to punchlinephilly.com/shows. Get y'all tickets to that joint. Come see us. I know y'all gonna be in the building. Like I said, we support each other. We pull up to each other events. So I know y'all gonna be there. So that's Saturday, May 24th, Memorial Day weekend. Is that joint? I got another show kicking off in the fall in collaboration with 14th and Market Network. It's gonna be called Elevated Conversations. So basically, like the premise of that show is a modern day 60 Minutes meets Complex Blueprint and Diary of a CEO. So we gonna be targeting people that are like brand builders, CEOs, senior vice presidents, general managers, stuff like that. So instead of like trying to interview Drake, which is like impossible, I want to interview Future the Prince or Oliver from OVO. How did y'all build this fucking company out as far as the music, merchandise, licensing, all of the different shit that y'all doing, and talk about like these different machinations of how people from urban spaces that aren't traditionally educated in business handle business. So that's the next chapter. My man Big Dan's show that I produce, Anonymous Source Podcast, which is like a true crime podcast. He's like 10 episodes in on that joint, so I'm super duper proud of him with that. I interviewed him on his show about his true crime story, him going to the feds, scamming and selling, stuff once upon a time and all of that. And then I mean it's just trying to create more intellectual property, keep producing shows. I work with Let's Keep It 100 podcast and helping them produce their live shows and source guests and stuff like that for them, from time to time. And just being like, a community resource and a cultural critic. That's it, man.
Cultural critic. I like that.
That's
Cultural critic.
So
that's hot.
Your thought of the week would be what today?
Oh man, my thought of the week. This is like the craziest 60 hours in internet history that's going on right now.
No bullshit.
You got Tory gets stabbed.
Yup.
Diddy case started.
Yup.
The bodyguard for Kelsey pops back up.
Because the money is gone.
The money is gone.
Yeah.
You got DDG being accused of abusing a Disney star. Disney Mermaid.
Yeah.
You got his fans doing forensics on everything she did January of 2025 to clear his name.
Yeah.
Like, this is the craziest 60 hours in internet history, and we living through this shit. Somebody had a great tweet, right? They said, what if Rockstar bought Earth and we living in Grand Theft Auto 6?
No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. This shit that Grand Theft Auto 6 looks so real.
We might be living that shit right now.
Yeah. If it's not that, it's definitely the Matrix. I don't know what the fuck. It's definitely the Matrix or fucking Grand Theft Auto.
Damn.
That Grand Theft Auto for sure.
Ken Dog, thought of the week.
I don't like how when the females can accuse men of any race for anything and it's automatically guilty, right? And then months later, some new evidence pop up and oh shit, he really didn't do it. Whereas though it was a lot of people that said he didn't do it. This even goes to the accused athletes of rape to that extent, right?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers is fighting for their life and was probably like ranked #1 in some shit and get it all taken away because somebody said they got raped, right? And then when it come to it, they didn't get raped.
That happened to I think his name Mo Watson, from the crib.
Yeah.
With the Creighton University. White girl accused him of rape.
Yes.
He lost his
Everything.
NBA tryout, lost everything.
You lose everything.
Lost everything.
You lose everything, and a lot of people don't have a second option, or don't know how to pivot to something else. So now they're dealing with mental health issues, you know what I'm saying? And they trying to get their shit together. But I'm just saying I don't get how that shit works. I feel like everybody is how they say proven until
innocent till proven guilty.
Bro, that's what it is.
Yeah, that shit is out the window right now.
It's crazy. It's not.
Allegation
it's not right.
is crazier than a conviction.
If they say Kenny smacked the glasses off of Fat Boy's face and Fat Boy glasses is on the ground and my fingerprints not on them fucking glasses, his glasses fell.
Yeah.
I didn't do that shit. But they gonna say I did it because them glasses came off and they automatically point the finger at us and say you did it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that shit is wrong. And Young Bull Qua.
Yeah. Speak on that.
Sorry about that, man. That shit is
RP.
Y'all, we supposed to protect people, bro. Like the community wise, we're supposed to protect people.
That's a
you know
fact.
what I'm saying? and he was protected to a certain extent, but it's like nobody keeps following through. Nobody keeps making sure that these people, like when people say protect that person in that community, that was one of the people that y'all was protect no matter what. And again, why I think it was an older person that probably did this shit is because the young bulls know him.
Yeah.
Hands off. No limit. You can't. He's fair ground. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. He's fair. You can't do nothing to him. He can't do no wrong. So I really feel like that was some adults who don't know him and try some dumb shit, and they fucked up big time.
They say it was over a chain. You believe that?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Nothing else. That's the only thing he had. Young boy was if you a positive rapper, right? And nobody has no smut on your name saying you did anything bad.
Yeah, ain't nobody even saying you fucked that girl.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Bro, in every picture, the nigga look happy. He's smiling, bro. I seen him take trips to Miami, and it just was like a child just be happy to be there, bro. So, like, you do that, and you take somebody's life like that, yo, like, y'all fucked up. And for him to just pop back up on the scene, like, that was even bad. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, you know, I watched the joint with Fat Joe and Jadakiss, and Jadakiss said a lot of positive things about Young Boy, and it just wasn't supposed to happen that way, bro. And y'all got these chains, get that shit up. They said the nigga was so positive that if he would have gave his chain up, he would have had 15 more. Just because, but, you know, this city is a piece of shit sometimes, man. This city is definitely a piece of shit sometimes. So rest in peace, Quad, man. Shit real sad.
Rip Quad, man.
Yeah.
Yo, side note. I tried to get into that Fat Joe Jadakiss shit. Fat Joe is an impossible interview. He's gonna overtalk you every time.
He's King Capper.
He's on top of that. You're not gonna get a word out
At all.
Kiss trying to talk, he over talking Kiss.
Yeah.
I would have left. Like, you got it, Joe.
Yeah, I'm out.
I can't do
Yeah,
it. But that's every interview he do. He overtalk everybody.
Drawn.
I'm all right, bro.
But that's just an old head, like at a table with people that are younger and just think that I got a lot of information for you and you gonna listen to my shit.
No, that's just Joe. He like to hear himself.
Slow the fuck. Old people love to hear themselves, bro. They love talking that shit, and you be like, "Yo, no,
No, that nigga
you
Joe
gonna
crazy.
lose me."
All right, this is my thought of the week. Y'all got to do what benefits you. Somebody gonna always have an issue with you. Fuck them. Long as you winning in the process. A nigga always gonna have something to say about what you did or didn't do. Somebody always gonna have something to say about how you should have moved. Somebody always gonna bring up some old shit about you. Keep niggas out your mix.
For sure.
Move forward. Fuck what niggas is talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Do you. Do whatever makes you happy. Period.
No bullshit.
Period. Don't let nobody put their views on you if you don't feel the way that they feel. That's all I gotta say on that one. Just do what benefits you.
Oh,
Nobody's always gonna,
That's good.
That's a good one, right?
That was good, bro.
You like that?
Yeah.
That been in this phone for like 3 months.
That was good, bro. You never been. He didn't do this nigga shit for like 2 weeks, y'all. He doing a good fucking job. Go ahead, man. Hit us out.
Yo,
Hit us out, man.
shout out to Chad TRP for stopping
shout
by
out to
showing
Chad.
love.
Shout out to y'all for having me, man. Thank y'all.
This is the second week in a row Ty here with motherfucking Chick-fil-A in here and get us nothing.
Yep, it's fine.
He came in with Longhorn last week. Here you go with the mic. Go ahead.
It was actually Bonefish Grill I had.
We had a whole meal. He like, correction, nigga.
Shout him out. Shout him out. I ain't fucking mad. I had Mexican food for the last 4 days. I'm burnt the fuck
Shit
out.
like that.
I need some real
Where
shit.
did you go?
going on.
You went to Cancun?
No, I went to Playa del Carmen.
Oh, okay.
This shit all the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
Look out for us, man.
It's all the same.
Did you hate the food?
I'm not a really Mexican. I don't really like Mexican food like that. Like, I'm more like a Taco Bell nigga, if anything.
Yeah,
I'm a Taco Bell.
My favorite place, right? I ever been. I've been all over the world, but my favorite place, I've been to Cancun like 5 times. Like, I love fucking Cancun. But like, they food is terrible. It's like something with like whatever the Mexican FDA is with their food and drug. That shit is real lax.
I just want you to know that when I went to fucking Puerto Rico, it was the same way.
It's real lax.
They kept trying to feed us fucking pork. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Okay. I went to Walmart.
Stop for law.
Yeah, right? Everywhere I go, hey, look, yo. Just order me the pancakes and I'm going to make my breakfast meat at the house, bro. We went to Walmart and we loaded up on breakfast meat. I'm not eating that. Chicken sausages from Walmart are amazing. I'm cool on that. Y'all niggas got me fucked up.
Yo, shout out to y'all. Shout out to Chad again. Shout out to Kenny with the K. Shout out to Ty here. Shout out to everybody been subscribing and fucking with us and mentioning this and all that. We super busy. So just continue to support what we got going on. Y'all support us, we gonna support y'all. Y'all fuck with us, we gonna fuck with y'all.
Yo, if it rain, the couch can't come out. I'm just letting y'all know that shit. All right, the couch can't come out when it's raining. There's no way. But go ahead, fanboy.
That's it, man. Just keep a lookout for everything we got shaking. Keep a lookout for everything Chad got going on. Be outside. We gonna get with y'all. Catch you on the back end.